Fine, good afternoon to you all students. Hi students, how are you? I hope you all are fine. Students, have you all studied till yesterday's portion? So what assignment I gave yesterday? So have you all written the assignment work? Have you all written that program? So have you all written the program? And also I asked you to write what are the programs yesterday I have taught. Have you all written? So please study and write daily portions, okay? So welcome to our today's online class. Students, first all of you take your computer science textbooks in your hand because today we are going to mark the question answers for the chapter 6, okay? So please all of you take your computer textbooks in your hand. So have you all taken? Take either pen or pencil. If you have computer notebook, please take computer notebook or take a piece of paper. So those answers are not given inside the book means you need to write and paste it near to the question page, okay? So please take your computer notebook or a piece of paper, sit in a place. So have you all taken? So now we are studying about chapter 6, control structures. Okay, so almost all the topics I have taught yesterday, only one more topic is left, okay? So jump statement, we are last class we are studying about jump statement, isn't it? So how many keywords are there in jump statement? 3 keywords. What are they? Break, continue and pass. So yesterday I have taught about break statement. So what's the use of break statement? So break statement, so in a program, so the compiler will find the word break means the program will terminate in that place and automatically it will come outside of the loop. Till that only the program will execute, then the control will come outside of the loop, then remaining portion only execute. But what's the second jump statement? Continue statement. So what's the use of continue statement? So continue if you run the program, the compiler will find the continue means. So in that position, that word, that part alone, it won't get execute. Remaining part or remaining next iterations will execute inside the loop. The program won't come outside of the loop. When that portion alone won't get execute. That's the use of its statement, continue statement. So third statement is a pass statement. Okay, so pass statement we are calling as a null statement. Okay, so what's the other name of pass statement, or what's the other name we are calling in a pass statement? Pass statement is a null statement. Okay, just like a command line. So if we give pass statement in the program means the compiler, the interpreter won't accept or won't run the particular portions of the code. Okay, the name itself having pass. We are passing and going the particular section. Okay, so if you give pause statement in the program means, so if you compile the program, the interpreter won't take the particular or sections of code in the pause statement. It will skip the particular portions and the remaining portions only will execute. Okay, so this pause statement we can use in to if loop also we can use and while loop also use. Okay, so where and pause statement we can use, if clause also we can use, as well as while loop also we can use. Okay, so when we are using this pause statement means, for example, if a program contain 50 or 60 lines, in that program 5 lines no need to execute. Okay, so among the 5 lines among the 50 lines 5 lines no need to execute again and again. Okay, so in that situations if we give pause statement means, so the interpreter won't take that 5 lines and it will come outside of the loop, remaining portions only it will get execute. That's the use of what? Pause statement. Okay, so here the syntax is the keyword used for pause is pause only. Okay, once again, so what's the other name of pause statement? Null statement. Okay, so if you give pause statement in the program means, so if you are executing, the interpreter won't execute the particular sections of a code. So we can use this past statement in both if clause as well as while loop. Okay, when we will use this past statement means particular sections of code or particular commands no need to execute means in that place we are using past statement. Okay, so the keyword used for pass is pass. So see this example program. So first they have given a what is that one? In a variable they are given in a input of function. So input of function they are giving entering any one number. So what's the input they are giving? Enter any number. Any one number they are entering. So in which class they are using a past statement? If class. What's the condition they are giving means if a double equal to 0 means. That means so you are entering a number. If your number is 0 means this part won't get executed. Okay. So this part won't get executed. What are the numbers you are giving? Only this else part will get executed. So I said no. So if we give past statement means the interrupter ignore the particular sections of a code. So you are running the program. The interrupter won't run these two lines. Because what's the value they have giving? If a double equal to 0, the value is 0. Okay. So while you are running the program, what output you will get? So first it will ask enter any number. Here they are giving entering the number as a 3. Whether this part will execute? No. Why? Here they are giving pass. So automatically it will print the remaining portions only. That portions won't get executed and nothing will happen inside the loop. So what output you will get? Non-zero value is accepted. Understand? So whenever you are giving pass statement in that program, the particular sections won't get execute or particular sections won't get take the interrupter ignore the particular sections of a code, only remaining portions will get executed. Okay, so you will get the output is non-zero value. Whatever values you are giving, so you will get the output that same else part only. Understand? So second program also they are giving for one word val, we are giving one variable called val in computer. So they are giving one word as a computer. Inside that they are giving pass statement. Okay, so pass statement they are giving print end of the loop, loop structure will built in future. So what output you will get? What output you will get? So end of the loop, loop structure will be built in. Because inside the pass statement nothing they have given. So the interrupter will ignore this lines, only the print statement alone will print and you will get the output as a end this statement. End of the loop, loop structure will be in built in future. Understand? Yes. So by this chapter will get over. So now we are going to mark the question answers. Okay. So all of you take your computer textbooks. To take page number 86. So all of you take page number 86 in your textbooks. Take first. So have you all taken? Shall we mark the question answers? Shall we? Yes. So first mark the 1 mark question answers. Okay, first I'll dictate the 1 mark question answers. So listen. So first answer is how many important control structures are there in Python? So option A 3. Okay, first 1 mark question answer is option A 3. Have you all marked? First 1 mark question answer is option A 3. Okay. Second 1 mark question, ELIF can be considered as abbreviation of option C, else if. Okay. Second question answer is option C, else if. Third question, what plays a vital role in Python programming? Statements. Option A. Third question answer is option A, statements. So third question answer option A, statements. Fourth question answer, which statement is generally used as a placeholder? Pass statement. Option C, pass. Option C, pass. Have you all marked? Then fifth question answer, the condition in the if statement should be in the form of option C, relational or logical expression. Relational or logical expression. Fifth question answer is option C, relational or logical expression. Sixth question answer, which is the most comfortable loop? Option C, for. Sixth question answer, option C, for. Seventh question answer, option A, 12. Seventh question answer, option A, 12. Eighth question answer, option B, true. Eighth question answer, option B, true. 10th question answer, option B, colon. So 10th question answer, option B, colon. So once more I am dictating the answers. Please listen and mark it. Once more I am dictating. First question answer, option A, 3. Second question answer, option C, else if. Third question answer, option A, statements. Fourth question answer, option C, pass. Fifth question answer, option C, relational or logical expression. Sixth question answer, option C, for. Seventh question answer, option A, 12. Eighth question answer, option B, true. Ninth question answer, option A, for. 10th question answer, option B, colon. So I will marked. So now we take the 2 more questions. First we can write page number for each questions. Okay. So first question answer, page number 68. So first question answer, page number 68. Second question answer, page number 80, 80. Second question answer, page number 80, 80. Third question answer, page number 69. Third question answer, page number 69. Fourth question answer, page number 67. Fourth question answer, page number 67. Fifth question answer, page number 77. Fifth question answer, page number 77. So I will written first question answer, page number 68. Second question, page number 80. Third question, page number 69. Fourth question, page number 67. Fifth question, page number 77. Have you written? Then 3 more question. So first question, you need to write the program here. Okay. Either you should write the program here or in a computer notebook you should write. Otherwise in a bit of paper you can write and paste it here. Okay. This is a very, very important program. Okay. This program very, very important. Then second question, write page number 69. Second question, page number 69. Second question, page number 69. So third question answer also, you should write the program in a paper or your computer notebook. Okay. Then fourth question, page number 75. Fourth question, page number 75. 75. Fifth question, page number 80 and 82. Fifth question answer, page number 80 and 82. So I will written. So once more I am dictating the page number for 3 more questions. First question, you should write the answer here. Second question, page number 69. Third question, page you should write the program here. Fourth question, page number 75. Fifth question, page number 80 and 82. Have you written? Then detailed question. First question, page number 76 to 78. Detailed question. First question, page number 76 to 78. Second question, page number 71. Second question, page number 71. Second question, page number 71. Third question, you need to write the program in your notebook or paper. Fourth question also, you need to write a program in a paper or notebook. Okay. So once more, I am dictating the page number for detailed question. First question, page number 76 to 78. Second question, 71. Remaining two questions you need to write. Yes, now we can mark the question answer. Okay. So first 2 mark question, take page number 68. Take first page number 68. So in page number 68, so here there are 3 important control structures starting from here to here. I try to, no need to draw this one. Okay. So you can write as a point. There are 3 important control structures. First one sequential, second alternative or branching, third one iterative or looping. Important question this one. First 2 mark question, page number 68. From here to here, these 3 points. There are 3 important control structures from sequential, alternative or branching, iterative or looping. Okay. Have you all marked? Second question, write a note on break statement. Take page number 80. Okay. So take page number 80. So in page number 80, so under the heading break statement, first 2 paragraph. Okay. First 2 paragraph. The break statement terminates the loop containing in it from here to till loop study. If you're feeling tough to study, means up to this enough. Okay. Otherwise, mark it. First point this one. Break statement terminates the loop containing in it. Control of flows to statement immediately after body of the loop. Okay. From then this point no need. A while loop or this point till then you write this. When break statement is executed, control flow of the program comes outside the executing till this loop structure. Understand what I am telling? Page number 80 under the heading break statement from here to here till, but this point no need. A while or for loop till this break statement no need. Okay, first 2 lines till break statement no need, but next point you should write. Understand? From here to loop structure, starting from the break statement to loop structure, but inside this point, a while or for loop till iterate till the condition tested false, but one can even transfer the control out of the loop with the help of break statement. This point no need. This one need when the break statement. Okay, till this loop structure. This is a very, very important question. Okay, break statement, continue. Each and every question is important only. Have you all marked? Then, third question, write the syntax of if-else statement. Take page number 69. If-else statement. Take page number 69. So, I will take page number 69. 69, if-else statement. So, under the heading, if-else statement, starting from here, the if-else statement provides the control from here to till the statements block 2. Okay. If-else statement, starting from here, the if-else statement provides from here to till the statements block 2. Have you all marked? Starting from the if-else statement from here to statements block 2. So next, fourth 2 mark question, page number 67. So all of you take page number 67. Define control structure. Define control structure, take page number 67. Under the heading control structure, this paragraph full. Starting from a program statement causes a jump from here to till state of the process. So have you all marked? Starting from control structure, starting from a program statement from here to till the state of the process. Have you all marked? This is a fourth 2 mark question. Then fifth question, take page number 77. All of you take page number 77. So range of function, page number 77. So have you all seen? Take page number 77. 77 starting from here. In Python, from here. In Python, for loop uses range of function from here to till this step. Optional part, till this step, optional part. Page number 77. Starting from here. In Python, for loop from here. In Python, for loop uses range of function from here to till this optional part. Okay? Till this optional part. So have you all marked? Have you all marked? Yes. Then 3 more question. Take paper or your computer notebook. First 3 more question. First 3 more question answer, okay? Is it visible for you? This is the first 3 more question answer, okay? Write it right fast. Very, very important question this one. From here you write answer. For I in range of 1, comma. Sorry, starting from here, okay? First line here. For I in range of 1, comma 6. Then second line. For I in range of 65, comma 65 plus I. Then, sorry, here not I, okay, J. Listen carefully. Second line here not for I, J, okay, for J in range of. Understand what I am telling? First line for I in range of 1, comma 6, okay. Second line for not I, J. Okay, J. For J in range of 65, comma 65 plus I. Then third line, A equal to CHR of J. A equal to CHR of J. Then print A. Print A. Next line print. Have you all written? First line for I in range of 1, comma 6 colon. Second line for J in range of 65, comma 65 plus I. A equal to CHR of J. Print A. Next line print. Here second line not for I, for J, okay. So on time listen, have you all written? Have you all written? 1 minute, listen. So here first line for I in range of. So you need to write the program for this one, isn't it? So for why they are given means for I in range, same similar program you have studied for the numbers, isn't it? 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Likewise only for I in range of till last, how many letters? Count the last line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So range of function always takes the last value minus 1. So till how much you need to give? 6. Here 5 numbers is there. 5 places you need to fill. So how many places you should give? 6. Starting from first place to sixth place. That means 5. 6 minus 1, 5. So only they have given first variable for I in range of 1, comma 6. Then next variable, here you need to print what? Not letters A, B, C, D. Isn't it? So I am going to give another one character called J. Understand? Not I, for J in range of why they have given 65 means this is the ASCII value for A. Last year have you studied the ASCII values for A, B, C, D. So ASCII value of A is 65. So next 65 plus I. What's the meaning? 65 first 65 A. Second B. 65 plus I. What's the next ASCII value of B? 66. Then 65, 66, 67. 65, 66, 68. Likewise. Okay. So only they have giving 65 plus I. Now we are storing the variable in which variable? J, for J. So only they are giving one, giving assigning one variable A equal to, this is a character. So character of J. Now you need to print which one? A, print A. So last statement they are giving print state. Understand? So have you all written? Have you all written? Yes. Now take a textbook. Second question. So second 3-mark question. Take page number 69. Page number 69. Write a note on if-else structure. Okay, write a note on if-else structure. So starting from, write a note on if-else structure. Starting from here to if-else statement. So under the heading if-else statement, starting from there to till next page. Next page. Till next page here. Till the executed. The block is to be executed. Understand? Page number 69. Starting from here, the if-else statement provides a control to check from here to till next page. After the diagram, the block is to be executed till here. Okay? After the block is to be executed till here. Have you all marked? Have you all marked? Then, so third question you need to write, okay? So fourth and fifth question we can mark it and after we can write, okay? Then fourth question, take page number 75. Fourth question, this one, okay? Fourth question, write a syntax for while loop. Take page number 75. Page number 75. So syntax for while loop. From here, the syntax of while loop in Python till statements block 2. Have marked? Page number 75, starting from here. The syntax of while loop from here to till statements block 2. Till statements block 2. Till statements block 2. Have you all marked? So next question, fifth question. Write the difference between break and continue statement. Page number 80. 80 and 82. Take all of you, take page number 80 and 82. First take 80 page number. Page number 80. So break statement. So here you should write 2 points. Okay. Break statement terminates the loop containing it. Control of the loop. Program flows to the immediately from this 2 point. So already you have marked no. For 2 mark question same you mark. Okay. When the break statement control of the till loop structure. Understand? These 2 points already you have marked for 2 mark question. The same points. Okay. The break statement to till here. Then from here when the break statement to loop structure. This is for break statement. Have you all marked? Then page number 82. Continue statement. So continue statement here. The continue statement unlike the break statement used to skip remaining part of the loop and start with next iteration. So they have asked for differentiation between. So 1 point you can write this one. Then there you write break statement. Write the syntax is break. Here the second point you write syntax is continue. Okay. First point you should write this one. Then the break statement also 1 point you can write. Then there syntax break. Here syntax continue. Till continue. Understand? So now take a paper or a computer notebook. Write the third 3 mark question. Okay. Write using if-else statement suitable program to display largest of 3 numbers. Third question. So is it visible? So third question you write. This is a third 3 mark question. Okay. Write fast. Write fast. Write first, after that I'll explain. Okay, write first. Make it fast. First line num equal to num1 equal to int input enter first number. Second line num2 equal to int input enter second number. Num3 int input enter third number. Next line if num1 greater than num2 and num1 greater than num3, largest equal to num1. Then if num2 greater than num1 and num2 greater than num3, largest equal to num2, else largest equal to num3. Write fast. So have you all written? So output also you need to write, okay? So this is output also you need to write. Make it fast. Have you all written? Write fast. Write fast, write fast. So have you all written? So 1 minute, listen. So I'll explain. So what's a program? You need to display largest of 3 numbers, okay? So among the 3 numbers, which one is the largest? That one you need to display. So how many numbers you need? 3. So for that, how many variables you need to declare? 3. So num1, num2 and num3, okay? So each variable you need to enter 3 numbers. So num1, here this is the input of function. Int input enter first number. First number you are entering here. Then second number. Int input enter second number. Second number here entering. Third number. Int input enter third number. Third number you have entered. Then so you need to check among the 3 numbers which one is the largest. Okay. So if so listen, num1 greater than num2. What's the meaning? First number greater than num2. That means second number. Either first number is greater than num2 and same first number is greater than num3. So shortest method I said to remember you. See both the places you should write first number. Num1, num1. So you are going to compare the same number with the second one and third. Understand? Then you never get forget. Both numbers, both places you are comparing with the number 1 with number 2 and number 3. So which one is greater now? You are comparing first number with the next 2 numbers. Now largest is num1. Num1 is greater. Similar way, you are comparing Second number, num2, is comparing with the remaining two numbers, num1 and num3. Understand? First you are comparing the first number with both num2 and num3. So second place, Elif. So first you are comparing, what answer you will get? Largest is the first number. Similar way, Elif, you are comparing second number. Num2 is compared with the remaining two numbers, num1 and num3. So which one is the greater? Largest is num2. So either num1 is greater or num2 is greater. What's the third condition? What's the third condition is remaining? Only third number. So no need to compare. Largest is num3. Understand? So now you are printing the largest number is which place you are storing, which variable you are storing the largest number? Variable largest. Either number 1 or number 2 or number 3. So you are executing the program. So I am entering the first number. Enter first number 754. Which is the greater? So it will compare. First this line will execute. Enter first number. You need to enter one number. Enter second number. Then third number. So you are entering 754. Then it will compare. 7 is greater than or 5. Yes, 7 is greater. Condition true. Next. 7 is greater than 4. Condition true. So which one is the greater? 7. So this block is true. Then whether the remaining block will execute? No. So the answer is 7. If the condition fails here means it will come to the next block. Have you all understood this program? So have you all written? Very, very important program. So only I am explaining again and again. Okay. Then, so all of you take your textbooks. We can mark the detailed question. First detailed question, take page number 76. First detailed question, take page number 76. So write a detailed note for loop. Page number 76, starting from here, for loop. Page number 76, starting from here, for loop 2, till page number 78, up to this program. So among this, any one program you can write. Okay, two programs they have given. Any one program you can write. Okay, till end of the loop. So have you all marked? Starting from page number 76, under the heading for loop, from here to till page number 78, till here, end of the loop. Okay. So two programs they are given for range of function. Among this, any one program you can write. Okay, according to your wish, any one program you write. Till here. Then second question, page number 71. Write a detailed note on if else elif statement. Page number 71. One minute. Yes, take page number 71. Page number 71, started from here. Nested, very, very important question. Okay, this one. Nested if elif statement. Starting from here to till next page. Next page is page number 73. Till this program. Enter the mark in first subject. Understand? Take page number 71, starting from here. Nested if else if from here to till page number 73, till this example program. Enter the mark in first subject 767. Okay, very, very important question. Then two questions you need to write. Take your notes. Third question you write. This is the third question. Okay, first program, see this one. Write a program to display all three odd digit numbers. Write fast. Third question, write. Write a program to display all 3-digit odd numbers. Write this program. Write fast. So here also on correction. Not this one is not print B, print A. Okay. So here also not print B, print A. So here there is not print B, print A. Write fast. One more question is there. Write fast. First number, odd number of first line 3 digits for A in range of 100, 1000. Then A percentage to W equal to 1 colon print A. Then output you write. So have you all written? So have you all written? So have you all written? For A in first one odd number of 3 digits for A in range of 100 to 1000. Then A percentage W equal to 1 print A, not B. A, okay. Then output you need to write. Have you all written? Then next program. So have you all written? Then write the next program. This is the last program. Write fast. From here. Write a program. Answer is from here. Multiplication table. Num equal to int input enter number. Print multiplication table of num for I in range of 1, 11 till this. This is the output. Okay. Output also 6 table output. So write fast. Write fast. Write fast. First line num equal to this one no need. Okay, multiplication is multiplication table as a heading. Write it. Multiplication label first line. Then num equal to int input enter number. Then print multiplication table of num. This multiplication table no need. Simply for your understanding only they are giving us a heading. No need. Okay, first line num equal to int input enter the number. Second line print multiplication table of comma num. That for I in range of 1, 11 print num then x comma I equal to num into I. That is multiplication. Giving number into the variable I. This output. Right. Write fast. Make it fast. Write fast. So and also students in your book they have given hands-on practice before the 1 mark question. So hands-on practice they have given. So there's no time for you to now we need to complete the portion. There's no time for you to write the program. Okay. So please if you are studying from guide means please study that programs also. Page number 86 they have given questions. Hands-on practice. You know guide they are giving the answers for this one. Okay. So if I have time means last I will give the answers for that program. Otherwise please if you are studying from guide means please study that programs also. They will ask questions from there also. Hands-on practice that and all very important programs. Okay. So hands-on practice 7th program is there. Very important program. That star. Hands-on practice 7th program. Star one symbol is there. That is very important program. So have you all written students? So okay. So till today so you have completed chapter 6. Okay. So I have completed chapter 6. So please, so after completion of this session, you should study thorough this chapter. Please, once I'm telling, don't study this book back questions alone. They will ask questions from book inside also. So each and every heading is very important. So please study thorough each and everything. Okay. So thank you students. Thank you. Next we can continue in the next class, the chapter 7. Okay. Thank you.